on this Friday morning. It is January 24th. It's a Friday. Holy
It is.
cow.
I'm still getting ready. Hold on.
That's all right.
People.
You're okay. Take your time. It's fine.
There we go.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You're good now?
Can we start the show one more time?
Yeah, let's play it back. I'm just kidding. It's all right.
Oh.
Beautiful.
There we go.
It's Friday. Thanks for joining us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We have got a lot coming up on ARC Rochester. I know we normally say this show is jam-packed, but I don't think we could fit more in today's show.
Yeah. It's...
News this morning because we are talking about all things Buffalo Bills, baby. As we get ready for the Bills to take on the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday, we're going to be chatting with the sports reporter from our Buffalo sister station in Kansas this morning ahead of the game.
Yep, and then coming up later, we'll be joined by members of Primetime Brass. They're getting ready to perform this weekend at Artisan Works, and they will be performing for us live in studio coming up in a little bit.
But for all of that, we made it to Friday. The weekend is so close we can taste it, so we got to get a check of the forecast.
Yeah, let's get to Marty Snyder, who's tracking it out for us. Marty, we just took the Wham Cam, a live look at it. And it is gross out there. That's a really ugly picture.
You know what? Yeah, if I could pull it up real quick, we'll bring it up so I can show it to you. But yeah, it's going to change a lot as we go through the morning. It's one of those cases where actually the current view of that, notice it's not too bad. So yeah, it's improving. We're going to see it go back and forth quite a bit. Actually, we'll do the time lapse really quick here and show you how it has played out there as the overnight. But notice how we have seen that it didn't look good. Now we're back into at least some clearing. I think we're going to see a lot of that as we go forward throughout the day today. We're going to see a couple of those quick bursts of snow. Never really lines up for all that long over one area, but some of those cells could surprise you when you see that quick burst move through. But I think they'll move out about as fast as they move in. Most areas will see about an inch or less of accumulation during the day today. Maybe a couple pockets along the lakeshore, east into Wayne County. It could see an isolated 1 to 3 inch range on the accumulation, but I think most areas are going to fall in the inch or less category during the day today. Temperatures today mainly in the 20s. And I think longer term, we're going to be in the 20s again for the weekend, likely some 30s into early next week. So just a little higher by then.
Yeah, we've got to focus on the good, which is that we're back into the double digits.
Double digits.
Very true. So we can't dwell on the fact that it's winter.
No, and we're seeing more sunshine icons on that forecast, and that always makes people's day a little bit brighter.
It's always nice to see that. Yeah, and it actually warms up your car a little bit, as we were talking about before. It's not great, but better than a cloudy day with a windy day when you're out there trying to get in your car and it's just extremely cold. So
yeah,
exactly.
It's a small thing.
It's very true.
Little wins.
All right, Marty.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Let's get to that fandemonium that we've been talking about. All the hype for
Throughout the week, we have been giving you a look at the Bills fans in our area as they head to the game in the hopes that they're going to maybe pack some of us in their bags, maybe get us there. The countdown is on, Abigail. 2 days, 9 hours, 56 seconds, and 21 seconds.
All right. Even if there aren't Bills fans in the airport right now, they are definitely going to be out there at Arrowhead Stadium.
I threw us all off
there. You did.
there.
It's okay. I knew what you meant. It's fine. 2 days, 9 hours, 56 minutes, 5 seconds.
It's Friday.
It's fine. Chris Lopez is live this morning at the airport. He's desperately searching for Bills fans. He's desperately trying to get to the Bills game.
Are those supposed to be Bills tickets, Chris?
He's offering tickets. Yeah.
This is a standing invitation, guys. Look, I know Abby's a diehard Bills fan. She wants to come down to the Rochester airport so we can come down to a one-on-one sit-down interview. We'll find a trash can and some kind of chair or something like that. We can do a one. Dan, you want to come down here and talk about face paint or something like that? I have a standing invitation still. Bills tickets. I'm holding it right now. You can come down here and get this coveted Chris Lopez Bills ticket, or you can go ahead and scan that QR code. We are desperately trying to find Bills fans that are headed to the game to talk to this morning. I have found Bills fans. I just haven't found anyone headed to the game. They seem to be headed anywhere but the game. I've talked to countless Bills fans now that are wearing their swag and everything, but they're going everywhere but the game. I've heard Vegas, Seattle, California, San Diego, international, everywhere but Arrowhead Stadium, but they seem to be showing their support nonetheless. And speaking of showing your support, you cannot show your support any more than forking up over your hard-earned cash for a trip down to Arrowhead to just watch the game. So on Sunday, Tickets start out at about $800 after they beat the Ravens. That's already a pretty hefty penny. That is just one ticket to head over there on a flight. You haven't even paid for your ticket itself. Those are going to be not too bad. $245 for a solid ticket. Not bad. They go after the action. But today, if you got the itch and you wanted to fly out today, $1,200. And that's pretty much the Rochester airport. Syracuse is around that same price. Buffalo, I think, actually, ironically, is a tad bit more. I think I saw $1,300 or $1,400 if you're flying out of Buffalo. If you want to drive and take the scenic route, 970 miles all the way to Kansas City, that's going to be $100, but that's only if you average 30 miles per gallon. Hotel prices, Airbnb are actually not too bad. Even if you're staying close to the city, about 100, 120. Now, if you want to go high class, that's up to you. That's probably going to be about 500 bonies to stay at a five-star hotel or something like that. And then I did find out parking. So parking at Arrowhead is going to be $50 just for a single car. That's a truck, a sedan, you name it. However, if you want to take the party bus down and you want to tailgate a little bit and mix it up with some of the Chiefs fans, $130 to bring your bus in there. However, if you're driving a bus, you got to think you're probably sharing that with 4, 5, 6 people. You're not driving a bus just by yourself. I would hope not. So you could probably split that. It may even be cheaper than the $50. So Bills fans showing up today at the airport. They're just not headed to the game. Still, open invitation. I got some tickets for you guys. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. We're going to still try. We got one more hit left.
Chris,
I think we can find one.
Even if they're not going to the game, talk to them.
Yeah.
We want to hear what they have to say. We're taking bets here.
Okay. All right. I'll see if I can just talk to a random Bills fan about their excitement for the game. They seem to have some.
Well, it kind of seems like you're throwing Dan and I a little bit of shade this morning because we were the ones who said you probably should go to the airport, and now you're over there saying there's no reason.
Hold
for me to be there.
Producer Ashley, hold the live shot. We got a Bills fan right
Let's
now.
go.
You wanted one?
Yes.
This is totally unscripted right here. Bills fan, what's your name? Where are you from, sir?
Anthony, Rochester, New York, representing the Bills Mafia.
How long have you been a Bills fan?
Way before we lost the first Super Bowl.
Okay, so what do you You're 0-3 against the Chiefs, right? It's not looking good. Mahomes has owned you guys. How are you feeling?
This is a setup.
How are
It's a
you?
prank.
No, I'm not. How are you feeling going in though?
Confident. I believe this is our year. We had enough of Patrick Mahomes in his reign. It's coming to an end. We got the better team. We're going in there. We're going to beat them. We're going to the Super Bowl. And that's it, man.
What's your prediction?
Mafia.
What's your prediction for the game?
I think we're going to beat them on the defensive end. Patrick Mahomes is going to get exposed. We're going to control the ball, run it. And Josh Allen going to be Josh Allen. He might have to put the cape on. You never know. But we going to get this W, man. I don't know what's going to happen, but we going to the Super Bowl.
Final prediction.
Mafia. Score? Let me see. 27-24, Buffalo.
There we go. By a field goal right there. What are you going to do if the Bills win? What's your plan?
You know what? I can't even speak that right now. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be jubilant. I know that. I'm going to be extra happy. I know that much.
You guys have a good day. Enjoy your flight. You want a Bills fan?
You
got a
give
Bills
him the
fan.
ticket.
Yes, he wins the ticket. He wins the.
I gave him the Bills ticket. He now has tickets to the to the Bills game. You have a good one. Yeah, you have a good one.
You got a ticket for
You have a good one. No, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. We appreciate it.
Good work.
Wow.
Good work. A reminder, if you are going to the game this Sunday, hosting a party, or just want to show off your team spirit, share your photos with us anytime online. 13wham.com/chime-in is where you can do it. Scan that QR code on your screen with your smartphone now. Start sharing those images. We know your dogs are already dressed up.
Yes, we do. We've seen them, and we want to see more. Time right
do.
now is 8:10. We got to get back on track here. Honestly, buckle up.
Back on track is still Buffalo Bills today.
True. This is true. Since our minds are focused on pretty much nothing except the Bills, that's going to lead us into our poll of the day. This morning, we're asking you, what is your favorite football food? Daniel.
Your options: pizza and wings, chili or soup, subs, or finger foods. Abigail, what is your pick?
Oh, probably pizza and wings.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
There was a big debate in the newsroom, though, yesterday while we were creating the poll about what foods should go on this list. There were some that didn't make the cut.
There were plenty that
Yeah.
didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
chips and dips.
If you're seeing this at home and thinking to yourself, my favorite isn't on the list, we want you to comment below. Below the poll, scan the QR code on your screen. It'll take you there. Weigh in, share your thoughts and feelings, and we'll share the results coming up in the next hour.
Don't get too emotional, though, people. We can't take it
We really can't.
ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more coming right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we are talking more about food, in particular, Bills-themed game recipes.
Yeah, and don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. Stream us live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. We're back on the other side of the break.
Should be like this.
Full boxes, yeah.
What a display.
All right. Chef Jeff, would you just give us a mic check? Would you mind? Just count for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Let's do it. 8:13 this morning. It's all about and the excitement throughout Western New York as the team gets ready to play in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, if you're headed out to a party or hosting one of your own, you've got to have some game day food. So joining us this morning to give us some Bills-themed ideas is Wegmans executive chef. We've got Chef Jeff with us this morning. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
You brought a lot, like you always do, and we appreciate it because there are options for everybody here.
Correct. So we have a ton of options for everybody, like you said. We have our pretzel bites, and new this year we have our gold pan buffalo dip. Throw it in the oven 15 minutes, melty, gooey, dip your pretzel bites right in there, and the best part is there's no cleanup.
The gold pan, I've seen those sometimes in the Wegmans stores. Does that mean it can just go right in the oven?
Correct, yep.
Okay, cool,
And the instructions are right on there.
Making it super easy.
Yep.
Talk to me about the sub platter because I don't know anyone who doesn't like a sub platter.
So great for a party, right? Great for tailgating.
Yeah.
This is our favorites combo, so it's got a combination of 3 subs and a bunch of wraps. And it has a vegetarian option too for different people that want different things. So it's a great option to have at your party as well.
Perfect. And okay, so you heard us talking earlier, our poll of the day. I think we should have the professional weigh in.
That's, you know what, that's a good point.
I don't know, producer Ashley, can you bring the poll of the day back up for us? We want to have Chef Jeff give his input because I feel like he might get it right no matter what. So the poll, Chef Jeff, is what's your favorite football food? Options are pizza and wings, subs, chili or soup, or finger foods. And, ironically enough, you have all of those things right here.
All of them, and more, too.
Yes.
Stuff that isn't even on the list.
So which one would you pick?
I don't think there's any wrong answer, but I'm a wing guy, so I have to go with pizza and wings.
Yep.
He's got it.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Absolutely. How does someone go about ordering pizza from Wegmans for game day? Do we just show up and say, hey, can I get 3 large pies? Or do you call ahead?
You can, or you can use our Meals to Go app. Super easy. Mealstogo.com. We have our app. You can order on your app. Or if you're grocery shopping, you can stop in and see one of our catering folks. They'd be more than happy to help you and put your order in for you.
Very good.
Perfect.
You have some sweet treats over here, which is great. Kind of something we didn't add to the poll, but important nonetheless. Tell us what you brought.
It is.
So we have our Bills theme, right? So we have our Bills themed cookie cake. Up here in the middle, we have Bills themed cutout cookies and a nice cake that we have to bring to your party as well.
And we've got chips, we've got dips. What do we have here? We've got guac and what are these?
We have pico de gallo, and we have the best thing to dip anything in, queso.
Queso is, I can't stop eating it. If it's in the house, it's gone.
Does that just go right in the microwave?
It does, yep. You just take the lid off and follow the instructions right on there. It's hot and ready to go.
You make it easy.
Yeah.
Pretzel bites.
Yeah, and
can't go wrong.
you also brought some decorations too, which is great because it's really not a party unless you you decorate.
Yeah, so Bill's theme again, like we said. So you have your tablecloths, you have your cups, you have your napkins, you have your plates, and everything to put everything that we have on the table onto as you're celebrating for the game.
What do we have in the front here?
So that's our cannoli chip and dip tray, right? So you take those. It's good sharing food as well. So you just take it, you dip it, and then you eat it.
Cannoli chip and dip.
Yeah.
That's a literal game changer.
It is.
No, why waste the time and energy on making when you can just eat the good stuff?
Absolutely.
That's really incredible.
And then you also brought the veggie tray, which is great and important.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
whatever.
blah. Yeah, eat your vegetables, all that good stuff. Out of everything here, what do you think usually goes the fastest off the shelves?
A lot of the appetizer and the finger foods, apart from the pizza. And the subs, those are kind of mainstays as far as that goes. But definitely if you're going to a party, you want to bring some shareables, which is great.
Absolutely. And you guys do have, I want to point out, the Buffalo Bills Little People over here.
We have some up front
Are those still available in store?
They still are available in store. Okay. Absolutely.
Good to know. Because, again, we had some, and I don't know who, but somebody walked out with them one Friday, and we have not seen them again.
This was months ago.
Yeah, somebody's
Clearly
kid at home is playing with those, I'm sure, when they should be out here on the set. But what are you going to do?
It's all good. It's all good. We're not bitter about it.
Not at all.
Chef Jeff, thanks so much for coming in today. One last time for somebody who maybe didn't hear it first or who is very unfamiliar with it, tell us about the Wegmans Meals to Go app and site.
Yep. So it's an easy way to order on your phone, or you can stop in and see one of our catering folks. I did want to mention, too, right now we have a promo going on. We have a large $10 hot cheese pizza, great for Sunday, so plenty of time to order that. And then we have our Bills Mafia party, which is part of our catering party, too. So the sub, the veggie platter, and the cannoli chip and dip tray are all part of that. The base package for that starts at $12 a person, and it feeds 16 to 20 people, so that's a great option as well.
So you don't even have to put any thought into it. You
Correct.
just want the Bills Mafia package because you know you're having the party.
That's right.
And you go around, pick up the swag, and then pick up the food on the way out.
Absolutely. And we have plenty of swag left at the store as well, too, so.
Terrific.
Very good.
Chef Jeff, thank you so much for your time
pleasure.
this morning. We really appreciate it. Awesome setup. You can leave whenever you want. Just leave everything here on the table. We'll take good care of it for you.
Time right now is 8:19. We still have a lot to get to here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, some of the top stories we're keeping our eye on this morning.
We are back on the other side of the break.
8:22 on this Friday morning. Welcome back. We're taking you behind the story now. We're continuing to follow the top headlines this morning.
Yeah, we want to turn to Washington, D.C. as President Donald Trump's cabinet continues to take shape.
Yeah, yesterday, another one of his nominees was confirmed by the Senate, while two other nominations were advanced.
They were. Stephanie Joseph is in the newsroom this morning with the very latest. She's been closely following this story for us. Steph, where do we stand this morning?
Yeah, guys, so we do know, as you said, the two people that we are expected to know about, that is Marco Rubio, that's Department of State, State Department there. And also we know that another office that will be contended with today is the Department of Homeland Security as well. But we know that Pete Hegseth, for example, is also facing scrutiny in his vote. A lot of opposition. We know he has faced a number of allegations that have come out about him. So a lot here in terms of his vote into whether or not he will be confirmed. But as it stands right now, it seems like things are going in his favor.
So the Hegseth vote happening today, Steph.
Confirmed. One of them being Linda McMahon, for example, for the Department of Education, Tulsi Gabbard, another one. There are even hearings that we haven't heard about just yet, but I do want to bring up a local name, one that may be familiar to viewers at home. Lee Zeldin, for example, also passing a key procedural vote for the EPA to lead that agency as well. So he may be well on his formation that is just like Hegseth.
And Steph, do us a little favor. Give us a recap of who is officially part of Trump's cabinet.
Yes, so those two names, we know Marco Rubio, who is supposed to be leading the state. He will be Secretary of State. But another name that is in as well is continuing to come up. John Ratcliffe, for example, he is set to lead the CIA.
And the rest of Trump's picks, how are they expected to be received?
Again, it really is a toss-up for those names. I want to go back to Hegseth for a moment because he is one of those controversial figures, as it would be, that a lot of people have been thinking about because of the things that have been coming about as we've gone along since his name was announced for nomination, but also in this confirmation process. One of the things, for example, coming out just last night was apparently a total that was paid due to an allegation of sexual denied these allegations, and his lawyer has said in the past that that payment was made just as a way to protect his career. He is a former Fox News host, so to protect his career on Fox News. So the amount disclosed, apparently $50,000, that's being reported from multiple outlets. Again, this hasn't been confirmed, but this was apparently something that was told to a senator in response to inquiries about this. Other things that have come out about Hegseth, apparently financial mismanagement when it comes to nonprofit work, as well as accusations of excessive drinking.
Senator Tim Kaine, John Kennedy, Rick Scott. I think we have sound from all three. If we can pull that up and hear what they have to say.
We think this latest confirmation of erratic and irresponsible behavior by Pete Hegseth would make him very, very dangerous as a Secretary of Defense, and we need to get to the bottom of these allegations before we try to rush a confirmation vote.
I've seen this movie before. I saw it in the Kavanaugh hearings. The author of the affidavit submitted the affidavit and said she wouldn't take questions. I noticed that she didn't present herself at the hearing to be examined, and Mr. Hegseth has denied it all.
His wife said it was not true. This is just the Democrats doing what they're doing. They're obstructing Trump putting together a team. Trump won the election. He won the electoral vote. He won the popular vote. He needs to be able to put his team together, and the Democrats are being obstructions.
And based off of the sound that we heard here, I want to just talk about the numbers in this vote. 51 to 49, very close, narrow in terms of approving Hegseth to go on to this final confirmation vote. Two Republicans had actually joined with their Democratic counterparts. That's Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, as well as Susan Collins of Maine. They voted against Hegseth's nomination.
All right. Stephanie Joseph in the newsroom. Thank you, Steph. I'm sure we'll continue to be following this in the coming days and weeks. Thanks so much.
Time right now is 8:27. We still have a lot to get to coming up on ARC Rochester.
We're back right after this. There he is.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, sir. Hey, Abby.
How
hey,
are
guys.
you?
Long time no see. Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Fridman. We still have a lot to get to here on ARC Rochester, but we're going to turn right back into our continuing team coverage this morning as we
They certainly are. This is the fourth time this weekend that Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes will go head-to-head in a playoff game in 5 years. But what a lot of us are thinking about is the winner of the game as heading to Super Bowl 59.
Yeah, it's a game that everybody's talking about, no matter which team you are rooting for.
Absolutely. For more, we are joined right now by our former colleague right here at 13 Wham. That is Michael Schwartz. Mike, you are working for our sister station, WKBW in Buffalo, but this morning you are live in Kansas City.
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys. We were here for 10 hours, and I had barbecue for lunch, and I had barbecue for dinner. So
It's
I'm
only
barbecued
right.
out, and I'm looking forward to good vibes only continuing throughout the weekend.
Barbecued out, but looking for some chicken wings, I imagine.
I did listen. When you live in Buffalo, you don't come to Kansas City for chicken wings. I actually looked at Matt Bovee, sports director here at WKBW, and the waiter said last night, "We also have some great wings." I said, "Yeah, you want some wings?" Not gonna. We're gonna go for brisket.
Mike, I want to talk about what you are doing in Kansas City this weekend. You're getting ready for Sunday, obviously, but tell us about your assignment. What are you there to do? What are you covering? What are you seeing from fans who I imagine would already be there?
Yeah, so here and kind of this season, I'm also I hold a sports role. So I've been around the team, the players, but for the past few years, for my 3 years in Buffalo, I've been really ingrained in Bills Mafia, following them to multiple road trips, and this one is obviously the biggest one that I have been on. So tonight we'll be live from Al's Bar and Grill. It's a Bills backers bar here, but yesterday we were at Taps on Main Street. Fans, just a few fans arrived. Nothing crazy, to be honest. But Taps on Main is a Bills backers bar. There you go. You walk in. There's Patrick Mahomes on the wall, but so is number 17, Josh Allen. His parents have been there before. Khalil Shakir's parents have been there before. Tonawanda, you see that sign. That's because the owner's father actually has roots to Tonawanda. But we'll be with all the fans throughout the day and throughout really the weekend. There's, I said this yesterday on our air, but there is something truly special about Bills Mafia that I've learned. And I'm very happy that I get to see from an outside view, from someone who didn't grow up here, to truly see Bills Mafia in its purest form. Right now this season, Bills Mafia is confident. I've learned each year fans say, this is our year, this is our year. But there is truly something special. There's a special feel right now between the fans, and a lot of them are making the trip here. They want to be here for this game. But I say that also, that feeling with the players as well, being around them every post game at home in Orchard Park and throughout the week. Sometimes there is something here. There's a poised confidence. There's a goal that's very obvious where they want to be. They want to be playing football next month in February, but there's something special this year. It's not a cockiness, it's just a poised confidence, and the fans have that too. But they are going nuts. We get the fans pretty riled up. Look, with the Super Bowl on the line, even last week with Ravens in town, fans were going pretty wild. So this weekend and tonight, we're expecting it to be a pretty fun time here in Kansas City.
I think that feeling that that you're sensing is magic, and I think we're going to make good use of it this weekend, and then again come February. Mike, I want to know. Do you know of any, regulars, season ticket holders that are making the trip that you expect to see, ones that you have seen, tailgating 1,000 times out there?
Yeah, not even a question. So shout out to fans of Buffalo, shout out to Game Day Hospitality. Those are organizations that have taken tailgating to the next level, and all fans in the NFL should really learn from Bills Mafia. They have actual businesses that they set up shop to make any away home. So they will be here with their with season ticket holders, and people are going to be here really throughout from West. I've really over the past 3 years here, I've made close connections with Bills backers bars from all over really the world. I spoke to people in Germany and Italy yesterday, and they really set up shop. Once Bills Mafia comes to town from Western New York, it's like, all right, now you're in our territory. We're in Kansas City, but we're Bills fans. There's a guy here, the president of Bills backers Kansas City, who is still a season ticket holder and still goes to games. I mean, it never surprised me. There's people that come up from Florida. Road games still are home territory for Bills Mafia.
That's true.
And look,
Yeah.
Chiefs Kingdom, they have a lot of great fans. Last week at Highmark Stadium was an amazing, incredible environment, especially after Ryan Fitzpatrick ripped off his shirt. Bills fans are only trying to make it more so of a home-like feel. It's going to be tough against Chiefs Kingdom, but truly the players have said it. Josh Allen has said it. When you have the fans into the game with their loud and rowdiness, it truly helps.
Mike, I'm wondering if you can describe the energy between fans. We noticed that there is maybe like some friendly fire going on there.
No. It is good vibes. You want to come to Buffalo and you want to go to a game. It's something every person, not just sports fan, going to a Bills game should be on the 7 wonders of the world list. I mean, you go to Niagara Falls, but right underneath that, I know you know Niagara Falls fan, but right underneath that should be go to a Bills game. I mean, you got to go to a Bills game. It's good vibes. I look around and it's single digits and there's snow falling and they're dancing and there's a guy wearing a Speedo and shout out Norm. It's just we listen on a serious note. It's emotional sometimes, I will say, because we've been through a lot in Buffalo. The people of Buffalo are resilient. I've been on scene of pretty horrific scenes as the sleep blizzard. We had a really scary event with DeMar Hamlin. When you see jubilation from this city, I'm getting the chills right now just thinking about it, and the enjoyment. You're like, man, this city needs one. This city just needs one, and it is all good vibes. It's all one team, and the resiliency of this city is why they deserve to be playing football next month.
No argument there at all.
I am confident they will get it. Michael Schwartz, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate it. We'll let you go back to bed, get a little bit of rest before you have to do some live shots for your own job later on today.
Hey, I appreciate it. I am so happy to return back to Good Day Rochester. It's so awesome when people say, hey, I remember you from Rochester. So you guys are doing a great job. I'm so happy to join the #1 morning show in Rochester. So
Thank
you, Michael.
We appreciate it.
Guys.
Time right now is 8:38. Stick around. We still have a lot to get to here on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're going to check in with Chris Lopez, who is still at the airport trying to find some Bills fans making the trip to Kansas City.
Hey, and don't forget you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. We're back after this.
Welcome back. Time right now is 8:41. We know that on Sunday, you and I will be heading to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Yeah, don't awe. I hear the collective awe in the game. I wake up early, people. Somebody else is taking the day off.
Well, you know, I have other obligations. I don't know what to tell
obligations of showing your support, and I have no issue with it whatsoever. I don't.
I got stuff to do.
You shouldn't either. But this morning, we wanted to know the numbers behind what it takes to get to Sunday's game. 13 Wham's Chris Lopez is live at the airport. He's been looking for Bills fans. He found one fan who talked to him who's actually not going to the game, but two fans now not going to the game. So he's breaking down the numbers, though, about reasons why people may not be going because of the expenses.
Number schmumbers, Dan. I found two now. This is Kevin to my right. We just got him impromptu about 30 seconds before this live shot. He is a Bills fan. Let's start off. Haven't won in a very, very long time. They're on the cusp of victory, headed to the Super Bowl since the 90s. How are you feeling going into this weekend? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
Got by a couple speed bumps through the season.
Yeah.
I think it starts all with Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. And I just feel like they are the better team for this weekend.
Is there something in the air that this year, 0-3 against the Chiefs in the past 4 years, right? Mahomes has owned you guys. Yeah. Do you feel great about this year? Is there just something in the air? Is it just the time right now?
I just feel like I got the confidence with the players, with the coaches. I think they've built a real great climate throughout the team, and they've experienced the lows. I think it's just their time this year with the experienced players that they have.
And you're not headed to the game. Where are you going?
I'm going to North Carolina to visit my son, and we're going to watch the game together. I'm a St. John Fisher graduate.
How you feel, real quick? How you feeling about these ticket prices, man? These are crazy. The to fly out today, it's $1,200. What do you think about that to Kansas City?
A little disappointed in something like that. But if you want to be there, I guess you got to pay.
Thank you so much for your time. I'll let you get to your flight. You have a safe flight. He may not be going because of those ticket prices. $1,200, like I mentioned. If you're $24, you could slash some prices in half. If you're looking to drive there, not too bad. It's a long route, 970 miles, according to AAA. It's going to be about 100 buckaroonies for you. If you got like a Toyota Corolla, like I'm driving, 30 miles per gallon, you can't beat that. Definitely beats a $1,200 plane ticket. The tickets for the game are actually not too bad. I thought they were going to be sky high. They're not too bad. Some solid tickets, $250, so not too bad. If you want to park, though, they're definitely going to get their pound of flesh on that one, $50. And if you're driving a party bus, $80. However, I believe if you're doing a party bus, you probably have a few people there to help split the bill, so that may divvy up to less than $50. Hotel prices, not too bad, about $100, $120. That goes the same for Airbnb. And then it's also no different from airport to different airports. At Buffalo and at Syracuse, I checked those prices. Those are a little more expensive than even here in Rochester. So if you are going there, I salute you very much because you are showing your support with your hard-earned dollars. Go Bills. Back to you guys in studio. We found two fans for you guys in this airport, two fans to talk to.
Chris, we
Another
appreciate
guy possibly
it.
here too.
We appreciate it, but here,
Yeah.
I want to give you something else. If you run into anyone else, here's just one additional option. I'm looking right now at the schedule for Greyhound. You can leave at 8:50 this morning, so you've got 4 minutes to get there, and you will arrive tomorrow afternoon at 1:35. It's $195. That's round trip. That's round
not too
trip.
bad.
That's not bad.
Okay, all right. That's not too bad.
I know.
Not too bad.
It's a long
I know.
trip.
There are options. All right. Thank you, sir.
Are you
Appreciate
taking if you have to go, are you taking a Greyhound?
No, my private jet.
Okay. Want to get in on
Me
that
too.
action.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, don't come back wet. Or don't go
What's in
anywhere.
that cup?
It's tea. I pinky promise. When we come back, we're going to celebrate a very special National Day with a Buffalo Bills twist.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. We'll be back.
All right, welcome back this morning. We are celebrating a very special national holiday, but we're adding a little bit of a Buffalo Bills twist to it.
We are. Today is Beer Can Appreciation Day. So this morning we are taking some of the very unique brews that all tie in to our favorite team, the Buffalo Bills.
The one, the only. I'll tell you what, they have a national day for everything.
They do, and
Yeah.
this is one national day that I'm really thankful for.
Are you?
Yeah.
You've been doing dry January. So
I've been on dry January, yeah.
And I haven't been drinking this week. So
Today I'm gonna break it just for this.
Yeah.
Because I think it's worth it. Okay, look, see my setup here.
Well,
is
yeah,
all
but
in the way. I'm
here's
sorry.
the thing, because I don't want them to zoom in on my legs, because that's actually like my big fear.
Oh, okay, well then
It's
put
gonna
the helmet in front of your
okay,
legs.
I am. Okay, so we have four cans. A big shout out to Jonathan Hanna, by the way.
Yes, for going and getting these
yeah,
for us.
Very kind of you. Let's see what we got. You want to start with this one? Right here?
Yes, flats and drums.
So let me see here.
Perfect. All right.
Okay, we have.
Who made this?
This is Resurgence.
Oh,
Resurgence
I have a
Brewing.
cheat sheet.
Yes. This is Flats and Drums Pale Ale, which is great because we just had the hot sauce people on yesterday.
Yeah, it's described as a beer for Buffalo's own food group, Wings. It's slightly malty with a delicate hop nose. The magic is in the sweet honey finish.
Honey.
Perfect.
Okay, so
then
I will
let's try it. It calms down the spice of a hot wing.
Yep.
Coats the tongue, providing temporary relief for even the spiciest of wings. It also complements, get this, blue cheese.
I did a horrible job pouring that. I'm sorry. Please do not look.
Well, that's okay. All right. So this is Flats and Drums
That's lovely.
Pale Ale.
You can taste the honey for sure.
Can you?
That's a very sweet beer. I like it though, Resurgence.
But that can, rockin'.
Yeah.
That beer getting poured right over the wings.
I forgot that we're supposed to be talking about the art.
Yes, it is. It is about the art. All right. Up next, we have got the Let's Go Pills. The Let's Go Pills, it's from Community Beer Works out of Buffalo. It's a very dry, crisp, brilliantly clear lager brewed in the German tradition with an American twist. A light, dry hop paired with barbecue and Italian foods, in particular fish or pork. It also does go great with earthy style cheeses.
Wait, can you make sure that you can drink it though?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can start right there.
Thank you. I poured way too much last time.
Surgeon General's warning, that's always good.
Yes.
I don't see a reason that I can't.
Okay, excellent. Perfect.
Let's go for it.
Can I see the can?
Yeah.
Thank you. Great. We've got the Buffalo Bills.
Salute.
Hops, grain, water, yeast.
What's that for?
That's what it says on
No.
the can. Oh, you got toast to the house. It's bad luck if you don't.
Toast to the house.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's good.
Not bad.
I like that a lot. I like the Bills theme.
There
They've
goes
got
dry
the Buffalo
January.
Skyline. You're all right.
All right.
It
Up
doesn't
next.
count if you do it at work.
It doesn't.
It's for work. You'll be fine.
B. TCBC. This is this is not. Oh, sorry. This is Stacked Keys. Yes. Okay. So Stacked Keys from Talking Cursive in Syracuse. It's an IPA that has a bold combination of I don't know, hops. It goes good with wings and sauce, and it's beer.
It is. Where are we? What is this?
This
Stacked
is
Keys. Okay.
yes. Here, give me that cup.
Thank you. A little fun fact, I believe that they are veteran, you're spilling it all over.
I know.
Veteran and female owned. This is very big.
I know.
Oh no, it's gotta be equal.
I did it on purpose.
It's gotta be equal.
I did it on purpose, Abigail.
That smells good. Want me to see the can?
There's the.
We've got it.
Check the ingredients.
Because that's what this is. Talking cursive. Alcohol.
The cans again, though, they're really
It's got
fun.
alcohol.
Here, take a look at these ones.
Yeah.
They're
I
fun.
don't see why you couldn't.
Camera 2, look at
There's
that.
no reason. There's no indication that
Salute.
there's any.
All right. Not bad.
I like it.
It's hoppy. You can taste
It
the
is.
hops.
Yeah.
All right. What do we know about Pils Mafia?
I'll
It's a
tell you right now.
Pilsner.
This one I've had quite a bit.
You've had this
we've got 30
specific beer
seconds.
before?
Thin Man Brewery out of Buffalo, 4.9 German Pilsner, brewed for tailgating or watching from the confines of your couch. Even better, a portion of proceeds will benefit superfan Pancho Villa's foundation for kids' cancer and his personal cancer relief fund, best paired with German.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Put that down.
German
just
or
start
Japanese
chugging.
cuisine. Okay.
Just start chugging. You have to finish
Pills
that other
Mafia.
one too. You have to do your other one too.
I'm going. Ooh, that's good. I've had it a bunch though.
Pills Mafia. That's
your
my favorite.
Yeah, I like that one too. They're all good though. They all have good quality.
They all mix well with my Trident White that I'm chewing right now. So it works. We're winning. Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah, we're back on the other side of the break.
Good Friday morning. I'm News Break. Rochester police are looking for whoever fired shots into a home late last night. It happened on Meade Street near North Clinton Avenue just after 11:30. We are told 2 adults, a 3-year-old child and a 1-year-old were inside. None of them were injured. Police are asking anyone with information to call 911. Crews were called to an apparent garage fire on Main Street in Lima. Take a look here. That call came in around 4 this morning. Our photojournalist on the scene reports that fire is under control and crews have already left that scene. We have not heard of any injuries, but we'll be sure to keep you updated with more information as soon as it's available. A Wayne County man is now facing serious charges in connection to a deadly motorcycle crash last November. 37-year-old Justin Croakey of Marion turned himself into police and has been charged with multiple offenses, including second-degree manslaughter. Investigators say Croakey was under the influence of drugs when he drove his motorcycle onto a sidewalk on West Union Street in Newark, attempting to pass other vehicles. The crash resulted in his passenger, Kelly Smith, being thrown from the bike. She later died from her injuries. In Rochester, a woman found trapped in a fire at a vacant house last week has died from her injuries. Firefighters found 57-year-old Marilyn Garcia inside a boarded-up home on Laser Street last Thursday. She was rushed to the hospital where yesterday police say she died from her injuries. The arson task force and ATF are now investigating. Anyone with information should call 911. Now, for all of these top stories and any updates, be sure to visit 13wham.com. Stick around. ARC Rochester is back right after this.
How is everybody?
Good morning.
Good. How are
Dan
you?
Schrack.
Mike.
Mike.
Dave.
Dave.
Jake.
Jake.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Good morning.
Nice.
How you doing?
Wow,
Bill?
nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Good
How are
morning.
you?
I'm Mike.
I'm Abby. It's nice
Abby,
to meet
nice
you.
to meet you.
Hi.
Very
Great to meet you. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Step one back.
Excited.
Step one back.
Very excited.
Come over.
Well, Mike is
Now you're going to be
doing
facing these guys. So
Oh, we're
okay.
going to be this way.
So you're going to be turned into face these guys. You guys, thank you for coming in.
And you're just going to
Thank
ask
you for having
questions.
us. We are
We'll
just
answer
gonna ask
them.
questions.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we will have about 5 minutes to chat.
All right.
Abby and Can you guys talk for us?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Test.
How's
So
that?
what do you actually want us to...
Can you hear us all right?
I don't want any blank, unprofessional
We're gonna
air
ask
here.
really tough
Do you want me to
questions.
lean in on me?
Really
It's going to
hard.
be very
But if it's just you ask a bunch of questions, we answer them, or do we... All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm inside that.
Yep.
I just want to make sure we have.
Easy.
Okay, great. Dave Cuff, Jake Everett. O'clock on this Friday morning. It is January 24th. Thanks for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
And I'm Dan Schreck. We still have a lot to come right here on ARC Rochester, some of it right here. We want to jump into our next guests and get a little musical this Friday morning. So tomorrow night, some of Western New York's best brass musicians are hitting the Rochester stage for a night of great music and fun.
Yeah, it is a night with primetime brass, and here to tell us more about it, we have the all-time brass band, All In. You guys, thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You guys have to be excited for this, yes?
Well, it's 20 years of
20
excitement.
years.
2025 is 20 years of primetime brass. So yes, we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Ready to perform. Have you been performing to all of you together for that amount of time? Because there's one member in the back who the rest.
No, we've got some guys that have been there. We've got 4 guys that have been there all 20 years. Mike is one of them. And the rest of the band is filled in throughout the years. Myself, 15 years. Dave is 10, a little over 10. And then guys, we have some guys that just joined the group a month ago. So
Give us a little overview of what it is that you guys play.
music.
Oh, beautiful. Great.
Mike, you could fill in
Well,
too.
we have different factions of our band. We have a big band, we have a NOLA band, we have a jazz band, we have a cover band now. So we cover all types of music, all within our 30-member.
Is this one of the factions, this group of 5 here?
So these 3 guys are more of our solo guys, so that they'll do a little bit of solo work today during your broadcast. But yeah, we're anywhere from 3 to, like Mike said, up to 30. Tomorrow night, you're going to get all of that. There's going to be 4 different groups within the group.
Wow.
Some have 5, some have 6, and then the big group is going to be 30 musicians on the stage playing.
We also have a cover band called Back in Town, one of Rochester's top cover bands, and they'll be performing as well, helping us with the party.
You guys must like playing together.
We love it. I mean, some of us have been friends since the 80s. Not to age ourselves, but we are going on 20 years. But yeah, it's a brotherhood. The brotherhood always comes first, and then the music comes second, and because of that, it just all fits together.
This is really decades of talent on one stage for Rochesterians or anybody from out of town to come and see.
We got guys from Canada. We've got guys that are
Baltimore.
coming in from Baltimore in a car now on their way here for tomorrow's performance. We've got guys that are in Pennsylvania. So no, it's not just the core group is here in Rochester, and then different guys that we've met throughout us going to their town playing. They liked what they heard. They jumped on board, and now they come in, they commute to be a part of it.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that is really cool. I love that you called it a brotherhood. I think it's so important to have, connections and friendships in an organization like that. Tell us about some of the members. I'm sure they range in age, but I would imagine there's a little bit of a mentorship too.
There is. Our oldest member is in his 70s.
Okay.
Our youngest member is in his 20s.
Not the youngest anymore?
Sean's 21.
Oh, there you go. We've got somebody younger.
Yeah, and we do have an age limit to be in the group because we do play, places where
Mardi
there's
Gras.
alcohol and stuff. So 21 is where you got to be in the group. But yeah, we've got guys that have their doctorates in music right into taxidermists.
Right.
So it's all over the place. And, we have one thing in common. We all like to play a horn.
Yep, and we make it work.
Yeah, there's different. We've got tubas, trumpets, trombones, percussion, vocalists. So
Guitar,
yeah, it's a full rhythm section. So come check it out tomorrow, 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock at Artisan Works.
It's a whole night dedicated to music. What is it for, I guess just the two of you, because I don't know if anybody else here's wearing a microphone. Oh, you are? Okay, great. Then I need to know from you too. What is it about music that you love so much? Because clearly there's not just a love, but there's a need to perform and to play.
I think what it is that we all, the majority of this band has a love for entertaining. The idea is that you can play music by yourself, but when you are engaging others and they are following with you, they're with you when you're playing, that's what makes it worthwhile. Playing by yourself is okay, but it's the interaction and feeling like you're making a difference. People have choices. They chose to come see you. And if they wanted to listen to something, they could just put something on their iPad or whatever. So we're there to entertain them. We want people to come see us and then say, wow, that was an amazing night, and have them go home feeling that way. I think that's what most of us, that's what we feel like.
Absolutely.
That
Having
is
some
incredible.
of our charts on the way home is awesome.
Well, listen, thank you for coming in this morning.
Right.
Don't go anywhere. You don't go anywhere either, because when we come back this morning, we are going to be getting a very special performance from some of the members of Primetime Brass.
Yeah, and don't forget YouTube channel. We're back on the other side of the break.
9/11 this morning. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. We are again joined by members from Primetime Brass as they get ready to perform tomorrow night at Artisan Works.
Yeah, this morning we're super excited because they're going to be playing for us live in studio. We have Dave Cuff, Jake Everett, and Evan Dobbins with us this morning. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. We're really excited to hear you play. What are you going to be playing for us?
We're going to do a New Orleans funeral version of When the Saints Go Marching In. So it's going to start off very mournful, and then it will become more joyful.
How cool is that?
Terrific.
All right, we'll let you guys take it away.
All right.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I want to go back to something we first talked about when you first came into the studio and the brotherhood of prime time. Why is it so important to put the brotherhood ahead of the music when you sound that good?
Well, that's really what music is about. I mean, it brings people together, and the sort of friendships that you form when it's just a very, very special thing, you know, because it's its own language, you know.
Yeah,
truly
you can
remarkable.
tell that you're having a lot of fun. Out of all the songs in your repertoire, what do you think is the most fun for the whole group to play? You all kind of vibe together and you're having a good time.
I would say Bourbon Street, because of the fact that we actually, when people aren't playing, other guys are singing the lyrics along with it, and it's one of those songs that for a parade song, we can play that for miles, and we have in New Orleans. So I mean, that's kind of that.
I'm sure you have. If you want to see them performing Primetime Brass, you can catch them at Artisan Works tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Do people need tickets? Do they just show up?
Tickets at the door.
Okay.
Tickets at the door.
They can get them at the door.
Good
Perfect.
stuff. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. Do you
Thanks
have
for having
another
us.
song to play as we go to commercial break?
You do what you want from the top.
Okay.
All right.
On the top of the dome, we do what you
Excellent.
want.
Time
Yeah.
right now, 9:16. We will let them take over.
All right.
9:19. Welcome back. We're going behind the story this morning, following the latest developments on some of the top headlines that we've been keeping our eye on.
We certainly are, and we're heading to a story. We're talking more about the executive order from President Donald Trump that's raising questions about the future of refugee resettlement in the U.S.
Yeah, for more, we go now to Stephanie Joseph. She's in the newsroom, and she's been following this story for us. Steph, let's get an update on the latest information.
Yeah, guys, so this is just one of the several policies that Trump has enacted since entering office this week. It's supposed to take effect on Monday, and it's an order that would halt refugee entry for 90 days. And so when it comes to nonprofits in our area, that's definitely impacting them. It's expected to have an impact on other organizations that are in charge of resettlement. And we know that we got to hear from someone, a refugee department director at Catholic Family Charities, as well, about how this could impact Rochester, because they have been doing this work for over 50 years. Let's see if we can listen to him. Seems
one, it just impacted us in so many levels. One, we have community members who are waiting for their families to come. They can be husbands or wives or children. Now they cannot come, and we see the pain in the community members. And the other is as staff members. We have staff members who have been working with refugees. When we do not have refugees coming, we have to think about how we maintain the staff we have. And in general, what for the community as well, refugees are a good source of the workforce. And they also bring their experiences and their culture to the community. So just stopping this program impacts the work we do in the community in so many ways.
And just to go a little bit into that impact, we are talking about next month. They were expected to welcome around 60 refugees from Afghanistan, Syria, and the Congo as well. Obviously, the flights that were scheduled to come to Rochester have been canceled.
Steph, I want to talk, if we can, about another executive action that was signed by the president, ending birthright citizenship in the U.S. and the challenge that's now facing.
Yes, it's facing a number of challenges. We know that there are 5 lawsuits from 22 states. A Democratic coalition of attorneys general are also joining that. New York, a part of that coalition as well, to challenge this. And the reason being because it's believed to be approved and definitely guaranteed through the Constitution, the 14th Amendment to be exact. But it's the language itself that the administration is actually challenging. One part in particular, a clause saying subject to the jurisdiction thereof, the president believing that it excludes children of undocumented immigrants or those whose parents do not have lawful legal permanent status in the U.S.
And was that, there was a stay ordered on that by a judge out west overnight, wasn't there?
Yes, that happened on Thursday. We had a federal judge in Seattle, the Washington state area, to allow that temporary hold on this, as more hearings are expected from other states to be able to just understand the breadth of this language. So it's not expected to be applied during this day. But something else to point out as well is this week when it was enacted, there was that 30-day deadline. So starting in February 19th is when this is expected to take effect. But obviously with this temporary stay now in place, people are waiting to see exactly how this will be interpreted.
You touched on it just a second ago, but tell us a little bit more about some of the concerns that surround this.
Yeah, so one of the things from states is that you have children who will be born between that time. They are hoping to actually see more movement on this because you can't stop that from happening. But another component is that it will burden state programs financially and logistically, because if you exclude certain children, they will be off limits for federal benefits that they would be entitled to had they been citizens.
And lawmakers are now weighing in on this birthright executive order. And I believe we have some sound from both of them. We'll let you listen to it at home.
This is about people who the President of the United States was trying to deny their lawful right to be citizens. And babies are being born today, tomorrow, every day, all across this country. And so we had to act now to provide back to the status quo, back what has been the law of the land for generations, that you are an American citizen if you were born on American soil, period.
President Trump has made it clear that restoring fairness to our immigration system and defending the true intent of the 14th Amendment are central to his vision of making America great again. His historic executive order to end birthright citizenship marks a critical step forward.
If the framers of the 14th Amendment would have known how abused the notion of birthright citizenship would be, which was not even a notion in the 1860s, they would have been absolutely stunned. People who are abusing this now, they're here temporarily, and they're here illegally. They should not be granted the special gift of citizenship in the United States of America when you've abused our laws.
I think one thing to point out there is that obviously both sides are acknowledging the constitutionality behind this, the 14th Amendment itself specifically, but the interpretation is what differs between the two. But at least both of them acknowledging that the Constitution does include an element of this that is up for discussion.
All right.
Steph, thanks for the report. We appreciate it.
Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester. We're back on the other side of the break.
Okay, that's fine. Can you just give us a mic check real quick?
111 222. Hello.
Oh, sorry. Hello, hello, hello.
.27 this Friday morning. Thanks for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Fridman. We still have a lot to get to coming up in the next half hour, but it is time now for the best. Really, I really do. Are you excited for this?
Let me just say, I love you. I've been working with you for 26 years on the radio.
Yeah?
I'm not quite sure about this.
Me neither.
Because for years and years, she professes that she cannot cook.
I can't. Oh.
And she burns water, and I'm like, Sandy, what are you trying to do here?
Well, and then I saw the post that you made making this creation, and I thought to myself, hey, Scott, we're live on television.
That's my boss.
Do you want to put yourself on?
We're off the air.
Do you, let's answer. We can talk to him.
Really?
Yeah.
He might not have good words. We had a lot of technical difficulties this morning on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of tap dancing. Anyway.
We need this pie. Yeah, so keep going. Yeah.
Okay,
so we saw it, though, and I thought to myself, this is going to be something.
Okay, so I saw the caption of it. I intentionally did not watch it because I wanted to be surprised. I did.
Okay, so first, it is a trending thing, I
Viral
guess.
video.
Yes,
Yes.
it's about. And I said, hey, this would be perfect. Now, I screwed up the first batch.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I-
you made 2?
Yes,
Yeah.
because I've never made a pie before. Scott's right. I don't cook, I don't bake, I'm flustered. The kids are laughing at me in the kitchen. I'm a disaster, hot mess, whateverness.
Have you said what kind of pie it is?
It's a wine pie. Did we say that yet?
No.
A,
A
wine
wine
pie.
pie.
Okay, now it was supposed to be simple. First batch, screwed it up, it looked like soup, it didn't work out. I went to ChatGPT in the fridge. I still have yet to see this either. A full bottle.
And pour it in with what? Sugar?
Flour and sugar, and that's it. Vanilla, some slabs of butter. I don't know.
Why are you confused? You made it.
Well,
She's so confused she didn't even know the.
Okay.
Oh, ah!
you can see. Well, see, that's where the.
Oh, hey, no, don't touch it.
I didn't touch it. It actually.
It looks like a berry, like a mixed berry pie.
yeah.
That doesn't
Look
look
at that.
bad.
Listen.
You should have seen the first one.
We can't say what it looked like, but
we can't.
let's try it. I can't wait.
I'm
Dive
excited.
I will eat
Can you eat
anything.
this?
Nope.
Oh, it's like. Wait.
What's the
'Cause
weirdest
it's got
thing?
butter in it.
Yeah.
You can't eat
you
it.
can't eat butter? That's I'll
It's
take
okay.
yours.
The vegan.
What's the weirdest thing you've eaten? Food-wise, yeah. I mean, like,
Oh, gosh.
did you ever think, hey, your friend's like, hey, give this a try. What do you think? It's like, oh, those are chocolate-covered crickets. Yum.
This is not.
Never done that?
My
Not-
friends are
not-
nice.
Wait, hang on, Dan. Can you just do it just for this pie?
I can't. No.
No, you don't want them to
It's
have
got
a
butter
Why
in
isn't
it.
it? Why isn't it?
Because you don't know how to cut pie.
Here, Abby,
Okay.
do it.
Uh-oh.
You gotta get deep.
Uh-oh.
You gotta
Yeah.
get
Get
dark,
in
dark in
there.
there.
Yeah.
Wegmans, if you're
Abby
listening,
knows how to use a
bad I
knife.
am in the kitchen. I can't even cut the pie.
this could be a
No,
hit.
you're Sandy. You're fine.
You're fine. It's
You're
all
fine.
good. I'm
Although
about to...
I gotta tell you, when I watched the clip, I was a little disappointed when you said that actually doesn't look all that bad. When you started to pour the wine, like the video cut off as you're pouring it, and I was like, no, we need the full clip of the full bottle
Right.
getting
Oh no,
poured in
no,
there.
the entire bottle went in. I promise you.
Okay,
I
yeah.
promise you that.
Okay.
I would imagine the alcohol all cooks off.
Right, you'd think that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Abby.
Weirdest thing I've ever had to eat? I don't know. Oh, what is the little smelt?
Smelt.
Yeah.
it's no big deal.
Threw me. I didn't expect them to be.
They're like fish sticks.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I actually was in a little island called Montserrat, West Indies. And we went to this little restaurant, which is basically somebody's house. And they're like, you got to try the mountain chicken. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh,
mountain
no.
chicken.
No.
It was the largest frog legs you've ever seen.
Oh, no.
Mountain chicken.
It had thighs like this. It
you
was.
can't eat that.
Well, I've eaten
It's
frog's
like
legs
cowboy
before.
caviar.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, you guys ready?
Not doing
It
it.
smells like Thanksgiving, and I know that's a weird thing
Oh,
to
yes.
say.
Oh, pff.
Dive
Okay,
right
wait,
in.
hang on, I can't get.
Here's to trichinosis.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, second
God.
wave.
No, the second wave smacks you in the face with wine.
Does it?
It tastes
yeah.
a lot like wine.
It does.
It's half wine, half custard.
This tastes like
Ish.
something I would make in college.
By mistake?
No,
Yeah.
intentionally.
Like I would bring it to like Friendsgiving and be like,
Wait a minute.
Girls, I made wine pie.
I
Yeah.
think this is a championship Sunday dessert.
No.
Again, flour, sugar, wine, full bottle.
Where did we get this recipe?
TikTok.
ChatGPT.
Like you literally you said, "Hey, I got a bottle of wine and I want to make a
said
pie."
there's a trending video going around about
Okay.
wine
Yeah, this
pie.
lady had
See,
8
how do I
million.
cook
She
it?
had 8 million hits on it.
That-
8 million
Yeah,
hits.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is, you know what, guys? You don't. I consider it more of an appetizer than a dessert.
No, it's
Okay.
terrible.
Okay.
Don't lie.
I want to know if the wine cooked off. Like,
It doesn't taste like
Mostly.
it did.
It's like a jellied.
I
Yeah.
feel
Like a jellied wine.
just based on the look, I feel like it would work with maybe some brie on top of it.
Yeah.
Flaky pastry. You've got the wine, and maybe a little bit of sweet in there.
Yes.
It could work. All right, we've
It
got
is.
2
I
minutes.
love you, but I
This
think I'm
has
done.
been
I'll take
canceled.
that.
It's not awesome.
Cancel.
I mean, you
Rinse
did
your
great.
mouth out
I'm
with some
super
beer.
proud of you for putting it together, though.
Okay, we got 2 minutes.
Good
Thank
job.
you very much.
I got you.
This is what I do for the team.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Quick, rapid
Trivia.
fire
Okay,
Bills
all right,
trivia.
I'm
Right
ready.
and Chip
Ooh.
Sunday.
A, B, or C?
Game is 6:30. What year did the Buffalo Bills make their first Super Bowl appearance? A, 1990, B, 1991, or C, 1989? Woo! We're right. In passing yards, Josh Allen, A. B. Jim Kelly, C. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I'm gonna go with A.
Oh, I want to go with A.
Jim Kelly.
Really?
B. Last question. What is the nickname for the Buffalo Bills defense during the early 1990s Super Bowl era? A. Wall of Steel. B. Electric Company. C. The Bermuda Triangle.
I'm getting it out. I think
C.
it's B.
The Bermuda Triangle. Oh, my damn, you win. With one right.
I win
You win
again.
a wine pie.
Oh, thank you so much. Such
Scrape
a
the
great
butter
award.
off.
I appreciate it. Thank you both so much for waking up.
Thank you so much
Have
for
some
coming.
beer.
Yeah, seriously, have
You
some
had
beer.
wine. Have
Yeah.
some beer.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
might
has
as
got
well.
Buffalo
Drink it up.
Bills on it. This
Yes,
is good.
they're
Okay.
all Bills themed.
Bills themed bottles, all fairly local. Sandy, get chugging.
Yeah.
We're on the clock here.
Let's
go.
Here's to
Which
the
one do we
Bills.
like?
Drink
Go
beer.
Bills.
Here, drink it for me.
We're going all the way.
Yeah, you really got to
Little
push
sip.
this one. 9:35. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're learning more about OFC Creations' upcoming production and the star-studded cast that you can see.
YouTube channel. We'll see you on the other side of the break. (9:38). Welcome back. Next week, Brighton's OFC Creations Theater is bringing a beloved musical to their stage, and they're doing so with the voice of a Disney legend.
They really are. This morning, we get to talk to the stars of the show. She's best known as the voice of Ariel in The Little Mermaid. We are joined this morning by Jodie Benson and her daughter, Delaney Benson. Thank you, ladies, both so much for waking up bright and early. We appreciate it so much. We know these hours are not conducive to theater life.
Oh, good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're happy to be here.
Absolutely. So let's dive right in, first and foremost, and talk about the show Gypsy. For someone sitting at home who may be unfamiliar with the show, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's an iconic classic Broadway musical with the most amazing score and an incredible story. And I just think people need to come out and join us because we're going to have a lot of fun. They're going to recognize these famous tunes, and it's a great winter break to just come in and hang out with us at night.
Yeah, I feel like there's some things that we want to keep hidden because there is, you know, this great arc for a lot of these characters. But I feel like there's so much heart in this story that I feel like people will walk away, you know, with a little bit more joy.
Yeah.
What are some of the songs that people will instantly recognize?
Oh gosh, everything's coming up roses.
Together Wherever We Go.
Yeah.
Those are probably like the big hits.
Yeah, gotta have a gimmick. The
Yeah.
Three strippers.
I mean, Jules
That's
Stein
really
and Stephen
fun.
Sondheim, you know, they've created a masterpiece with this one.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Sondheim is
They
great.
really did. You, Mama Rose, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not
and
in real life.
not in real life, which is good because Mama Rose she's got quite the
strong.
personality. She's a powerful
Well,
woman.
she's a complicated character. Well, first of all, Delaney and I, mother-daughter in real life, to ever play these roles,
Which
these
is
iconic
phenomenal.
roles
Yeah.
in history,
Right.
which is pretty phenomenal. So to have this relationship translate onto the stage in this interesting, complicated relationship. Now, Rose is an interesting character. You know, she's got an edge to her, but she's a broken little girl deep down inside who's been abandoned by her mother and her father. And she is trying to be the best mother that she's never experienced in that kind of a relationship. But she struggles. She struggles. So, you know, we bring our relationship, and Delaney and I can speak for myself, but we have a really strong connection with each other. We have a great friendship, but it's been fun to wear two hats with you, not just as your mom, watching you share your gifts and talents in rehearsal, but to then wear that hat as a coworker. She's the best scene partner that I've ever had in my life, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity.
Such a great compliment. It's oh my gosh. What is it like?
I mean it. I mean it.
What is it
Don't
like?
tell your dad though, that I said that.
What is it like working with your mom? No pressure now that
No
she's
pressure.
Yeah.
right?
La, 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 la.
You
I
know,
shouldn't listen.
It's kind of an out-of-body experience. It's pretty surreal to have your mom now be your coworker and now your roommate as well. And it's great because, you know, she has so many stories of, you know, all of her past experiences with work, and now I get to, you know, have an inside view of this experience. So it's quite unreal and in the best way, you know, and she's amazing at what she does. And, you know, she has a lot of similarities to Rose, but then at the same time, very different. You know, when we did our first scene of, you know, the screaming and, you know, she's kind of having a mental breakdown, I was like, oh my gosh, my mom is like really terrifying me right now. So it's nice to have moments where, you know, she does have, you know, similarities and be different in her own way.
She'd never heard me scream like that kind of blood-curdling sort of scream in her face before, like this far away. And
so we hugged it out after.
We
Just
kinda
to
had
make sure we're okay.
just calm down. It's good. This is good.
And let me ask, you play Louise? Is that right?
Yes.
What
One of
is
her
it-
two daughters.
Yes, one of the two daughters. What is it like taking on that role? Because it truly is such a phenomenal and transformative role. You end as a totally different person than you began.
Right. I feel like I bring a lot of Delaney to Louise. You know, she has her quirkiness, her moments, but she does have this kind of transformation towards the end of the show that is fun to channel because it's so unlike myself, you know, as Delaney. So I'm trying to bring, you know, a lot of what I am as a person to it, and also kind of be that actor and just kind of play pretend. So it's quite an amazing role, you know, written for a female in musical theater, and I'm so honored to, you know, take it on.
Jody, let me ask, do you see parts of Delaney up there, and can you see the line between Delaney and Louise?
I can see the line between it, but she's a brilliant actress. She really is. But there are moments early on in Louise when I'm like, that's little girl Delaney that I know. She has her dad's sense of humor, her dad's sensibility of physical comedy, and the way that she expresses herself. I'll be like, oh, there she is. But yeah, she's just such an incredible actress, and this is such an amazing role for her. And again, that arc and that transformation is yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing to watch.
Incredible. The show is Gypsy at OFC Creations. Don't go anywhere because we're keeping these two ladies around for one more segment after the break. ARC Rochester is back after this. Thank you. You didn't know it, but you're staying.
We're staying.
9:47, we are once again with the stars of OFC Creations' upcoming production of Gypsy. We have Jody and Delaney Benson with us this morning. Thank you so much for sticking around. We're not going to let you leave after this.
Are you going to feed us and give us some of that beer?
You can have anything you want, by all means.
Pie. Let's start with that in the morning.
They left it behind.
And I was like, how's this interview going to go? Welcome.
You do that well. You do that well. So talk to us. Coming to Rochester, what has that been like for you? Is this your first time stopping here?
This is the first time in Rochester. I flew in from New York City, and so the weather's, not all that different. Everyone was telling us to brave the winter storm. I'm like, I went to school in Ohio. Like, snow is, my best friend. But I mean, it's been wonderful.
It's been incredible. I'm an Illinois girl, so I love snow. I love skiing, everything. And we live in this little town, this quaint little town, in this home that's a historical landmark Airbnb that's 123 years old. And twinkle lights. So I kind of feel like we're on the set of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
feeling. It's quite magical.
It's very magical.
Snow's falling. You wake up with your coffee. I'm like, ooh, I love Pittsburgh and Rochester.
We love it. But we have to just say that OFC Creations, they have been incredibly welcoming to us. So kind, so generous, so hospitable. Our entire team. We have Eric, we have Hunter, we have all these amazing people that have invited us. And not only is everybody incredibly kind, but they are so talented and so professional. This is our first time to hear about this new regional theater. And as union people, we're always excited to be able to work in different communities, and I'm just so thrilled that they're not only professional and talented, but kind, and that is a terrific combination.
That's a great working environment.
Yeah.
Tell us about the rest of the cast and crew. I would imagine that they are just as wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you've got besties.
I know, everyone is so...
You're going out tonight with your besties.
Everyone is so amazing. I mean, my Tulsa, Mitchell, and my sister June is Claire. I mean, everyone is top notch, and it's so amazing to have these scene partners where you can just play and have fun and trust them that they're, you know, going to be there for you. And I feel like the beauty of live theater is that it has room to be different every night, you know, and that's what I love most about it. And I'm excited to, you know, have these 3 weeks to just enjoy with the people on stage with us.
I have an incredible gift that was given to me. My Herbie is Trip Hansen, who is local here in Rochester. And Trip and I were in the original Broadway cast of Crazy for You. So
Get
he and I
out.
worked together for nearly 3 years. And so I have not seen him since I left the show 33 years ago. So walking into the room and being able
So
to
cool.
reconnect our friendship, we just kind of picked up where we left off 33 years ago. We didn't miss a beat.
Did you know
And we
when
get
you
to-
signed on for the show that he was
No,
Herbie?
No. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful treat and surprise to play opposite him.
imagine.
And you can
Yeah.
tell their chemistry from a mile
Yes.
away. I mean, like it's so endearing,
Oh,
you
I
know,
love
because
him.
it's been, you know,
We've
so
been friends a long
long.
time, and even though we haven't seen each other, so it's an honor to get to play opposite him.
Those relationships you make in live theater
Right.
are truly some of the best you can make in life.
They're
so mu-
family.
They are.
They become your family.
They absolutely do. I want to know for you, watching your daughter perform, maybe not in this role, but in something else, how much of yourself do you see in there?
You know, I never really think about that. Delaney had the opportunity to play Ariel this past summer in Miami.
And funny enough.
And so for me to be able to sit in the audience and watch her play Ariel was incredible. It was so surreal, so magical. I was a sobbing mess the entire time that I saw the show 8 times. And it's interesting. I don't look for that element of myself in her. All that I see is this amazing performer, this incredible artist expressing herself with her gifts in as a singer, an actress, and as a dancer. I don't ever do the compare thing for me. I know other people do, but I don't.
I think
don't
everyone
really
else,
look-
but her will
really
be like, you know,
don't.
you look so much like your mom on stage, or you have the mannerisms. And I mean, as one does with their
Yeah.
parents, they, you know, they get some of their qualities from their parents. And I think a lot of it is also from my dad, but I think they see, you know, that we look the same, you know, mother, daughter. But I would say personally, there are probably some things that I've kind of gleaned and taken from my parents as being performers. But yeah, I would say more so people on the outside would say that than
Yeah,
than
but
you.
I don't have the lens to see that in her. I just see Delaney. And I see her own personality and her own individuality.
That's
so
beautiful,
that doesn't really
though.
cross my mind.
That's beautiful that you just see Delaney. I
Yeah,
like that. That's
I do,
very
I
nice.
do.
All right, back to the task at hand. Gypsy, the show OFC Creations. That's where you can catch it. You see the website at the bottom of your
Right
screen.
there.
That is where you can get ticketing information. When do we open?
We open
Thursday,
which is January 30th.
There you go.
We're like, what day is it
We
today?
run through February
16th, yes.
We do 6 shows a week. We're dark on Monday, Tuesday, double show on Saturday. Is that correct?
Yes, Wednesday
Okay.
through Sunday.
Very good.
If it's not correct, we'll make sure you have
Please
all of the
come.
information you need on OFC Creations website. You can also find it on foxrochester.com and 13wham.com.
Thank you both so much for
Thank
coming
you for
in. We
having
appreciate
us.
it.
So appreciated.
Rachel
Absolutely.
And come see the show.
Time
And
right
go
now.
Bills,
And
go
go
Bills.
Bills.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love it.
Go
We love you guys.
Bills.
Now you really can't go.
Seriously. 9:54 when we come back, our final thoughts on this Friday morning.
We're back on the other side of the break.
9:56. Welcome back. Time for the final thoughts of the morning here on ARC Rochester.
All right, we want to get to the poll of the day. Buffalo Bills based. We're back on track. We wanted to know, what was your favorite football food?
The options: pizza and wings, chili or soup, subs, or just finger foods in general.
The results?
Pizza and wings.
Boom.
75%.
I don't think we've had a result that high so far.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes.
It really does.
It's good stuff, but we're going to forego that. We just want to say, go Bills.
Go Bills,
Go
baby.
Bills.
We'll see you later today for 13 Wham News at midday. Have a great weekend.
Go Bills!
Go Bills!